Right, if you have done what I've done, you've forgot it there. It's Mother's Day, haven't you? Right, don't worry. Got your back in it. Got your back, bro. Right, just putting a bit of cream colour in here. Just cream that sky up a bit. In fact, I think I might do mix a little bit stronger than that. Let's get a tiny bit stronger. What's that like? Let's try that. Tiny bit stronger, better. There. And I'll do the same in my water, because water's going to repeat in your water what's in your sky. There we are. Lovely jubbly. There. I'll go straight into my blue. I don't need to wash my brush out. Straight into my blue. Right, don't want this blue too watery. Me dry my brush. I've got too much water on my brush. Too much water on my brush will mean my blue will be dripping out all over everywhere. Don't want that. So that's a nice dark blue. Let's get some in down here and all. Let's dip into a bit of water and thin that down a bit as we come down. Okay, I'll try and leave some gaps and stuff. There we are, that's all right, isn't it? Same here, get a bit more water on. Thin it out a bit as I go up to there, come into these bits here, look. I quite like that, it's quite nice. That little gap there looks like a little cloud. Oh, I'm happy with that. Right, now then, I'll tell you what I will do. I'll just bring that down there, like that, just so that touches there. Bring it across in a straight like that. Nice. Right, now I need some trees and bushes in the background. So, I reckon if I dip that blue colour into a bit of brown, I reckon it might turn green anyway. So I've gone blue into Bontumber, and it's turning slight green colour. Oh, it's a lovely colour. Right, so I'll just whack some background trees in there. See that greeny blue colour, so they're similar to the sky. Because they're that far away, the sky affects the colour on them, you know what I mean? The light bouncing around and stuff. So that's what puts them that colour. There, look at that, that's nice, isn't it? Lovely jubbly. Right, that's that. You know what? It's a little dry. I'll tell you what, before I have a little dry, let's just get this dry brush, just soak up some of them puddles in there like that. It's the best way to do this. A little brush, I'll take some of them out and all up. Some of them little drips there. There, beautiful. That's just a dry brush, what I did that way. You know when you pickle onions, do they shrink? Because pickled onions, they're like, they're always small in a jar, aren't they? I think I'll do a little bit with that light colour, and then I think I would darker, pour a little bit in with darker colour and all, just to mix and match a bit. And right down at bottom, I think I'll add some brown into that same colour what I've just used. Just add some Bontumber into it, or any brown you've got. It ain't got to be Bontumber. I just happen to have Bontumber in here. Any brown you've got will do this. Right, but I've got your back. If you forgot it Mother's Day, don't worry, because this is your little card, you see. I've got some watercolour paper, and what I've done, I've folded it in half. And this is going to be nickel painting to get to your mum, innit? Right, let me just take a sip of this tea. It's not tea, it's coffee. Right, now then, let's have a think. Let's have... that looks alright at that, I think, doesn't it? If out, that looks a bit close to them trees. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wet my brush and just add some of them colours back into them trees, just to bring these trees a tiny bit closer compared to me ground here. I'll drag some of that colour up in compared to that ground there. Them trees look a bit not quite distant enough, you know what I mean? Right, so there's that. Now I'm going to totally clean my brush and dry it, but not bone dry, so it's just damp. I'm just try and soften some of these edges off, just like that. So that's better, just because I think this, take some of them puddles out there and push them up there. I just think the colour, with that being quite green and that other being really background blue, I've probably gone a bit close with that, but I'll just pull my trees forward a bit. If yours not as green as that and it looks okay, leave it. I'll have to put some reflections in there, but I think I'll wet my water and do all my reflections at the same time. Right, let's go into this bit of land here now then. I'm just doing a really simple one. When you're painting on something this small, I don't know what this measures, it's not very big. When you're painting on something this small, you don't want to go too complicated. Probably not. Well, maybe you can if you're good at it. Maybe you can, but I like to keep it easy. You could pop a bit, if you want to go more complicated, you could pop a bit more land in front of there and put a big tree there or something. It's up to you. This is just to show you technique. So it you know what I mean? In it. Just showing you technique, kids. Right, that's some brown now, some Bontumber. And what I'm going to do with this Bontumber, pop some mud in. You've got to think where water hits all this grass and stuff, it's going to turn it into a muddy. It's going to wet it, turn it muddy. So stick some of that in, and that muddy colour will mix nice with this green anyway. That's it. Then put this, gone into that light green with that brown and mixed both together and just done that for a darker green. By the way, mixed green, yellow and blue. Yellow and blue. Any blue. They'll all get different effects from different blues, so try a few, see which one you like. I use different ones for different pictures. It seems to look. There, just washing my brush out. Right, let's wash that brush thoroughly actually. And just maybe a tiny bit of softening on some of this. Not all of it. I'm going to leave a few hard edges and have a few soft edges. There. I think that's about right. A few hard edges, a few soft edges. So that's that sorted. Right. I think I might have a little fisherman in there. Just a bloke doing a bit of fishing. Right. I think I'll do everything and hope that I don't go and forget and put all my reflections in right at end. Right, let's see, what brush shall I have? I'm thinking now, let's say a couple of trees in. So I'm making this up as I go along. I'm looking here, all this sky, not a lot happening, so if I put some trees on here, it'll cover up some of that sky and it'll look nice. So I put a couple of trees in, probably a fisherman down here somewhere, something like that. Let's try that then. A couple of trees. Right, so I'm going to go. You know what? I'm going to mix a greeny brown up. I quite like having like a greeny brown for my trees because it looks like there's a bit of. You look at trees, there's often a bit of moss and stuff growing on it. I've used brown Any brown will do. I've used Bontumber. I've used a bit of Payne's Grey, and I've whacked a bit of that green what I had mixed up in it just to green it. This brush is getting a bit wobbling on end. Don't matter. Right, let's have a tree. Here, just there. Just like that. So all you do, you press on hard. I'll do another one just to show you. So you press on hard like that, look. Try and make it, that one's a bit straight. And then as you're coming up, look, can you see that? Oh, my thumb's in the way. Get me on that way. So it's hard to show you. Pressing on hard, look. And then as I come up, I press on lighter. And that goes thinner. Okay. I'll put another one in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's go one more. It'll look nice with 3 in. Right, so there's another one there, look. Press on hard, and then as I'm coming up, see how I'm getting lighter and lighter, that line gets thinner and thinner. And then I think, let's have me light coming in this way, and I'll just add some extra bits down that side. If I add some extra bits down one side, look, thicken it up, it'll look like, it'll look more like the tree is actually round. I know it's only a little thin bit, you know what I mean, but it makes it look round. And then, tell you what I'll do while I've got this brush, I've dipped all of that brush in water. I'm just gonna, I don't think it's the hottest of days, so I don't think you'd have a massive shadow. I'm just gonna stick a bit of shadow colour at the bottom of there. It'd be all in under there because I'm gonna have some twigs and that, and then there'd be more. I'm gonna have my light coming in that way, so there'd be more stuff going across there. I think that'll do. There, right, let's get a thinner brush now. In fact, let's go to my rigger brush. And we'll get some, try and fade that in a bit with my rigger brush dry. Yeah, that didn't work. Let's do it with it wet. Just dab some wax on it. There, didn't like that hard line. There, lovely jubbly. Right, now then. Obviously this now, same colour. This now, these are the little tiny branches now, so I probably ought to start this way, didn't I? So my hand's not going into everything. It's looking nice. Don't worry about coming over in front. These branches will all tangle up everywhere in a bit. You could just put these in dead quick, I reckon, and just scribble them all over the place, and it'd probably, when you stood back and looked at it, it'd look at pretty much how you wanted it to look. What I do, I tend to come down and curl them back up again. So if you look at trees, the leaves want to go towards the sun, so they're like, a lot of them, they curl down and then curl back up like that. Don't know if you noticed that. Down. But I noticed it. You know. There. Nice. Another one. There. Join in with that one. Nice. Oh, a bit more of that thick stuff down one side. Lovely jubbly. I think that'll do for that one. Right, this one. Just enjoy yourself when you're doing this bit. This is the best bit. I love doing this. Best bit at painting. See how they're all scrambling together now? Get some. That looks a bit thick there, doesn't it? Yeah, that's better. It's all scrambling together now into one massive twigs and stuff. Sometimes you get more on one side than another because like that's blocking sun, so they tend to grow to the side. So maybe this is one of them. That makes them look more interesting. I'll stick This side though. Yeah, don't do everything even. Do a bit more on one side than t'other, because in nature nothing really grows even. That's looking good, isn't it? Oh wow, I'm just sitting right back now and having a look. That's why these brushes are done like that, so you can hold them right at the back. But because this is so small, it'd be a bit difficult. But if this were a big one, I'd be able to hold this right back and work like that quite easy. So, because this is so small, I'm not going to do all that technique today. No way. No need to forget Mother's Day. We're on it. Like a carb on it. We haven't forgot. We don't forget now on this channel. See, I've got your back. If you hadn't turned this on today, you'd have been in big trouble tomorrow. Gertie D had probably threw me out. And then I know where to go. So, you don't want that, do you? Don't want to end up getting thrown out. So I've pretty much, you're indebted to me, you know what I mean? You're pretty much indebted to me. If you're just a kid watching this, you just saved yourself some money by how much is a card when you're a kid. Think how many toughies you can get by doing this. And your mum will love it because it's hand done. You don't have to tell your mum you only did it because you want more money for toughies. Don't tell her that. Yeah, 3 trees. All we need now, fishermen. Let's get a fisherman in. So fisherman, should we put him there? Let's put him there. Right. Oh, I'm stood up. Try and just sort of just blob out of shape and just go here, see what it looks like. Looks alright, he's popping head on him. And then his rod. That's his rod. Let's give him a reflection. Don't know if his rod would reflect, probably not. I'll tell you what, before I forget, let's give these trees a reflection. So there's one sort of there, one there, and one there, like that. These reflections, because that tree's further back, your reflection won't start there. You'd probably see, if you think that's that far back, you'd probably see from there. So we're probably, actually thinking about it, you'd see some branches and stuff like that. You think that's there, that bit, that's land going back that way, you know what I mean? So you probably reflections to start, you're reflecting from about there. Can you see what I'm saying? So there's going to be some twigs and that. See, I've got you back, Hannah. Telling you all this stuff. You don't want, you know, when you take a painting to your mum kids, you don't want them sticking it up on the inside of the fridge door. You know, if they're sticking your paintings up on the inside of the fridge door, that means they think it's a little bit rubbish. So you don't want that. This is a card. I've got to put this up. They don't even stick this to the fridge door. This is a card. Right, I need now a really, really thin sort of brown colour. It's got to be very, very thin. That'll do. This now, I'll start in there. Can you see? Is that dark enough? Might have gone too light. That's better. This now is my twigs. That's all my little twigs. And have them in there and all, because some of these branches are coming towards you. So don't just put them round the side. Some of these branches are coming towards you, so you'd have little twigs coming towards you. Yeah. I'm not going to try and reflect twigs into my water, I don't think. Right. We do need some equal reflections, don't we? Some bits and bobs and stuff. Right, so let's get onto that now then. So I'll clean my brush. Let's start back here. I don't think I'm going to need much. See them trees back there? They're quite far back, so I don't know as they'd they're not right on the front, they're further back, so they won't be reflection. They're too far back, them trees. So really, I'm just going to have a bit of sort of, really, just a bit of a muddy brown colour reflecting. So if I come in there like that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, same there, just a little bit of a muddy brown colour. You know what? Let's have a little bit of perhaps green on there, not much. There, I think that's enough. Let's wash that brush again, just soften some of that. Mainly them trees reflecting. That's that. Right, let's give that whole thing a dry. Very nice and gentle with the dryer. Have that on full boil. Couple of them bubbles on. I've got full boil now. Look at that. Right, now then, let's do a bit of I'm going to put some waterlines in a minute, but so I can rest my hand, I'm going to do some writing on here. Right, what colour shall we have? Let's go a nice dark colour so it stands out. We'll have a cross between Burnt Umber and Payne's Grey again. Right, so we want Happy Mother's Day. So just put in A P I M A V E R Z Day. There you are, I've got you back, Hannah. Happy Mother's Day in it. And a little, one of them little things, whatever they're called. Happy Mother's Day in it. See? I've got you back. You're not going to end up looking daft with me getting up. Oh, now I forgot. That's not going to happen. Not when you're subscribing to my channel. I've always got you back. Right, let's pop in Peter and Paul out looking for worms. There's a little blob of paint there, what's splashed, so I'll have a Peter there and a Paul there. That'll do. And then I think what I will do though, I think I'll pop some tiny little water lines in. Let's use this size brush for that. Right, some designer's white gouache I'm going to use today. And I'm just going to pop in. You can either pop them in or you can plop them in. I don't mind which you do. I'm just going to pop in, plop in some equal water lines. So, back there, look. In there. Oh yeah, that's nice. Look, a bit there, look. Plop it in. There's a bit of one already there. Let's have something there like that, and then let's take. I quite often take that one out a bit. Same here. Let's take that one just across a bit. Nice, isn't it? There. You haven't got to have every single bit, and I've actually got a bit of white line in on a lot, quite a bit of this. Let's have that one going across a bit, and then I'm just thinking, stick a couple extra. Let's have one about there. Look, nice little one there. cutting through them trees. I often like to cut through something, and then let's have one. Don't know if you'll see this one dead good, but at least we know it's there. Just where there's a bit of wind blowing into your water, and it causes that little water line there, that little ripple. There we are. That'll do. There you are. I've got your back covered. We're all sorted. Take that off, look. Take that off there. I'll show you. That's what I've done. Folded it in half like that, look. So you can just write your little message in there. Happy Mother's Day in it and that. And just a piece of Watercolour paper folded in half. If you sit it under a book or something to flatten it out, if it's cockled a bit, put it under an heavy book and it'll flatten it out. Job's a good one, innit? So I've got you back. See you on beach. Innit?